Class, welcome to week 6 of Productions and Operations Management. We have just 2 weeks left to go, and I know that the last 2 weeks usually feel insane. So I've tried to limit the amount of deliverables that you have this week so that you can feel a little less overwhelmed and so that you can feel like you have enough time, not a lot of time, but enough time to adequately wrap up the class. So this week, we're just going to look at the content in one chapter and we backtrack. I've gone through a couple editions of this text. In the prior text was structured differently, and chapter 4, which we're going to look at this week, was covered much later. And quite frankly, I felt that the previous edition was written a little bit better from a sequential standpoint, but that's just my opinion. So I left chapter 4 for now. With chapter 4, we're going to look at project management. We're going to discuss what it is and why it is important. And some of you, I think, are working in project management. So hopefully the topics in this chapter will be particularly useful. With respect to project management, the quantitative features that we're going to look at are the analytics of critical path. So you will complete a Connect assignment dealing with calculating the critical path for a project. The only other deliverable that you have due this week is your green sourcing research paper. From the IKEA case studies, you know that I really rely heavily on rubrics for grading. I do that because they're very transparent so students can know exactly what I'm looking for and how much each aspect is weighted. So please, please, please make sure that you check out, again, all the specs for the green sourcing research paper that are available on the left toolbar under the research paper tab. So look at the rubric, look at the description of the assignment and the various elements that I want to see incorporated. Please check out the sample student paper that I uploaded that received full credit. It was very well done, very well written, a strong APA style. And if you have any APA questions, I don't take off a lot for APA errors because I understand, between all the different formatting techniques you've learned, it's hard to keep them all straight. But we have so many resources available with Purdue OWL and other blogs out there that show you how to cite various sources in APA. But if you have specific questions and you are very confused, just shoot me an email and I will show you how to format or cite something correctly. It's not a problem. But that's it. It's just that Connect assignment and the research paper. Now, what you're going to notice is I've already opened up week 7 as well. Because I know in the back of your mind, you're thinking, I've got to prepare for this final exam, and there's also content due next week. So I wanted to give you this week to also potentially work ahead because you don't have a full week next week. Our class technically ends on Friday of next week. So when you open up 7, you're going to see that I carry on with that research paper and green sourcing, and it's going to be the topic of your final discussion board. So I'm going to stop there because you have another short video in week 7, but you'll notice that we overflow with the research paper into the discussion board. And I think that's great because you've spent a lot of time working on the research paper. So I think it's be wonderful if you can all lend what you've learned to one another through the discussion board. Awesome. So if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out.